have not checked in on this channel in an embarrassingly long time. But I'm here now. Update on the novel that I was writing. I finished it. I'm working on editing it now, which has been a process. I feel like it's not quite there. I feel like it's missing something. So I'm rereading it for the 2000th time to try to figure out what it's missing. But while I'm also working on finishing that and getting it to a point where I feel comfortable having it in the world, I started working on my second novel. And I am in a much different place now in my life than when I wrote my first novel, which, the first one is a very romance novel. It is a classic, meet cute kind of romance novel, and follows a very standard romance beat sheet. Is just a very hallmarky book. I love the characters. I love everything about the story. I think it's a very cute storyline. It is personal to me in the way that when I first started writing that, I was going through a divorce, and it was personal to me in the way that it was almost like the love story that I always wanted and wished that I had for myself. And love the characters, all of that. I'm not in that place anymore. My divorce is finalized, has been finalized for quite some time, and I have gone through a lot of other things since then that have been even harder, I would say. And so the second novel is very personal to me in that way, where so much more personal than my first novel. But I thought that it would be very healing for me to write it, to tell that story. It's just been so hard for me to sit down and write it. And I will sit down and I can only write up to maybe 200 words, and then I have to stop. And it has been very hard because it makes me not want to write it. So when I do sit down and write, I get 200 words out, and then I have to step away, and I don't want to go back to it, and it takes me a week or two to actually sit back down and try to write it again. And it's the same cycle. I'll write 200 words, have to stop, and then it takes me a couple weeks to get back to it. It has been so hard to write in a way that I was not expecting. I knew that it wasn't going to be an easy thing to write about. I knew it was going to hurt. I knew all of that. I don't think that I really realized just how much it was going to hurt. And I don't know. So I'm back doing a little check-in here, and I just am hoping that maybe if I just record when I write, or even just have these little chit-chats with myself on camera, that it will kind of hold me accountable in a way where, even though it does hurt to write and isn't fun to relive, I love the story, and I think that it's an important story to tell. I love the characters in it. I know that this will be a piece of work that I'm proud of, and regardless of how hard it is, I want to write it, and I want to tell that story. And so this is going to be my little accountability channel for now, and we'll see how it goes. It's just going to be some raw, real emotion for sure. But yeah, so let's someone just please hold me accountable and help me get through this book.